second coming, you better get it right. The second coming, you better fall in line. The Alpha Omega, he's coming. The Alpha Omega, he's coming.
Blood thicker than water, so your money flowing currents. Treat each other like kings and queens on this walk on the fur. I see, gotta stay planted to rise. Don't wanna be sad, you see. Lord is coming deep in night, protect the light. The world is shifting, oh Lord is shifting for the new beginning.
Chapter 7, inspiration. Look at this. I created man, even from the beginning, that he should learn to be an independent being, says the Creator. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? And when my angels had taught man speech, making him name all the animals in the world after the names the animals called themselves, I commanded my angels to come away from man for a season. To my angels I said, behold, of all the animals I created in the world, to man only I gave the capacity to transmit knowledge to his brethren by words. And only to man I gave capacity to comprehend an idea of me. He is creator. Nevertheless, I inspire all living things that I created, but they do not know it. I inspire the spider to make its net, the bird to build her nest, the wild goose to fly south before the winter comes, the rabbit or the mare to the mare to neigh for her coat, the ant to lay in its stores, the bees to dwell in a queendom, and so on. By my inspiration upon them, I move and control every living creature. Look at this. So what you seeing the animals do, what we call them doing naturally, y'all, that's because of the Creator's inspiration on them. They ain't got to read a book to know it's time to fly south for the winter. Time to get up out of here. You dig? Time to get up out of here. Now look at this right here. Males and females I inspire to come together at times and seasons, and then to live apart during gestation. I keep these examples before man as a lesson of the wisdom of my inspiration coming together. You understand? To bring forth life. That's all inspired by the Creator. You know, today they call it, loin warfare. The vortex is speeding up, woman. It's time to make some love. Stick a sock in it, Joffrey. The boy's in love. Now, look at this right here. It says, I keep these examples before man as a lesson of the wisdom of my inspiration. To man I give liberty. To man I give freedom to acquire wisdom by observing the method of my work as I reveal in other living creatures. See, y'all, we supposed to be investigators of the Creator's creation. You supposed to be an investigator. You got the freedom to do it. To man I give liberty to acquire wisdom by observing the method of my work. You want to know more about the Creator? Look at his methodology. Look at his creation. I have also given man capacity to attain to know my inspiration in contradistinction from the inspiration he receives from his surroundings. Exactly. So now you have the ability to perceive and understand, okay, I'm being led by the angels of the second resurrection and higher, or I'm being inspired by my surroundings. Right? All this is practical. To no other creature did I give this capacity. To no other creature did I give this capacity. What comes of me is without pain or injury to anyone. Y'all heard that? What comes of me is without pain or injury to anyone. So that's how you know that the Creator will never command any of y'all to kill your children, your spouse, or any children. What comes of the Creator is without pain or injury to anyone, and with liberty to all. Such are my inspirations. Yeah. When man witnesses a battle, he is inspired to battle. When he witnesses peace and love, he is inspired to peace and love. What moves man in consonance and wisdom and to life is my inspiration. What moves man in dissonance and folly and to death is inspiration from man's surroundings. Now you know the difference. Now you can discern when you're being tempted or when you're being inspired to move a certain way, if it's coming from the Creator's angels of the higher resurrections, or is it based off his surroundings or your surroundings? All right, look at this. I inspire the serpent to bite to death, so I created it. This is no sin, for it fulfills its labor. It is the remnant of poison of other arrows. The poisonous snake is the leftover remains of an arrow when it was poisonous in the earth. Where they get their poison from. Look at this. Man I created not to destruction, but to life, wisdom, peace, and love toward all. When man practices virtue, wisdom, truth, and love to all, his inspiration is from me directly. Look at this. Now you know. So see, that's why I love reading this, because it gives you a practical way to judge yourself. All right? It gives you a practical way to even judge the spirits that's, guiding you. Okay, that's an angel of our second resurrection and higher right there. No, that's a low vibrational angel. You understand? Spirit of the dead. That's based off my surroundings right there. All right? When man practices virtue, wisdom, and truth, and love to all, his inspiration is from me direct. When man practices destruction and selfishness, his inspiration is indirectly from me through the conflict of his surroundings. And thus he becomes evil instead of good. Through direct inspiration, I move upon all the animals I created. This I also created possible to men, separate from indirect inspiration. Now you know the difference between a direct inspiration from the creator, because it's going to lead to harmony, love, peace, joy, gentleness, uplifting others, being selfless. You understand? Being in righteous servitude to others. If it leads to war, folly, and destruction, that's not directly from the creator. That's from your surroundings. You understand? And that's infused or, dictated by low-raised entities or angels who are bound to the earth and its atmosphere. Look at it. It says right here, chapter 8, inspiration. Although all inspiration goes directly from me to all the living, yet I also created man susceptible to indirect inspiration of all my creations. Whatever receives from me direct is in harmony with me. Whatever receives from me direct is in harmony with me. The lily and the rose I created perfect in their order. The female bird I inspired to build her nest in season, perfect in her order. And it is so with all my created beings, except man. All the rest do not err in the order I made them, and they are fulfilled the glory which I made them. But because I made man with the capacity to receive inspiration from all things, he manifests both evil and good. According to his birth and surroundings, so is man good or bad. Nevertheless, I created man with the capacity to comprehend this also. For so I designed him from the start to work his way up to the Godhead, understanding all below him. No matter what our surroundings are, we all have the capability and the ability to rise up. Rise up. Understanding all beneath you. And I sent my angels to man, teaching him how to distinguish the difference in the inspirations upon him, so that he could govern himself accordingly. Yeah, you're supposed to govern yourself accordingly and judge yourself accordingly. You're supposed to know when you're being led by angels of the higher heavens and when you're not. All right. And my angel said to man, become one with your creator. These are his direct inspirations. Yeah, you got a strong yearning to become one with creator. Well, guess what? That's a direct inspiration from him through his ambassador angels. Yeah, bag drop. Yeah. To love, now trip off this. And my angel said to man, become one with your creator. These are his direct inspirations. To love your creator above all else. And your neighbor as yourself. What's wrong with that? What's evil about that? What's evil about that? I'm still waiting. I hear a whole bunch of mealy mouth Negroes running their mouth, running around here with the boosie lips, white croak in the bottom of their mouth, foaming at the mouth. Man. Nah, man. What we reading as evil? To love your creator above all else and your neighbor as yourself. To give delights only and not pain. Yeah, so you can't be torturing no animals either. Or men. Yeah, we're supposed to be a blessing to one another. We're supposed to be putting smiles on everybody's faces. Hugging them. You understand? Being a comfort to them. Praying for him, being there. To give delights only and not pain, to not kill. Like these are his direct inspirations, y'all. Okay? To not kill, to not do violently against his creatures. What you think you're doing if you're chewing on them? To be considerate of the liberty of all the living. To not interdict the happiness and hope of others, except only where in its place you can return a transcendent glory and hope. For these are direct inspirations from your creator. Y'all see what this is about? See, creators' inspirations is all about being selfless. It's all about helping others out. It's all about keeping a smile on everybody's face, giving them happiness, showing them love. All right? Love none but the creator and love your neighbors if they're you. Not to torture any creatures. To be considerate. Like, what's wrong with that, man? All right? For these are direct inspirations from your creator. But these are your evil inspirations, oh man. These come from your birth and surroundings, formerly called what? Satan. Yeah, or the mind of the flesh. I tell you that in the Bible. The carnal mind. Yeah. It's the mind of Satan. All right? Your lower self. The beast man. You know, I heard them niggas don't like me. Like me. I know where your kids and your wife be. Bust a nigga head to the white meat. Like, come on, y'all. That's not no righteous inspiration. You know what that's about? That's about killing, murder, slander, punishing, destruction. You see? So now we know. Even when we hear certain music, we know, okay, we know what's inspiring them or who inspiring them. All right? When you inspired to do something, you know where directly that's a direct inspiration of the creator or it's indirect through what? Your surroundings and your birth. All right? Formerly called Satan. Look at this. To kill is not of the creator. It did. So when we be asking these mealy mouth Negroes will they kill their children or a child or anyone if their God told them to, and they say, yeah, understand this. That's Satan. That's demonic. Creator don't get off when you killing his creation. Those are his creation belongs to him. All right, to kill, to slander, to punish, to destroy Yahweh's created beings, to destroy Yahweh's created beings, to strive for yourself above another, to gratify your flesh at the expense of purity or wisdom, to be false to the creator, to be false to yourself, to speak falsely, to covet another's, to cohabit in the gestative period. Yeah, so when the sisters are pregnant, we ain't supposed to be laying with them. You know, talking about just a little bit. Nah. You ain't supposed to be doing that. And all the prophets, regardless if they was living during the same time or not in different localities of the earth, that's one thing they taught. You know what I mean? Other than not chewing on animals, don't be having sex with your wife when she's pregnant. That ain't, and that's not an inspiration from the creator. You know what I mean? To be false to the creator, to be false to yourself, to speak falsely, to covet another's, to cohabit in the gestative period, to engage in strife or to aid and abet conflicts, which are the fruit, about this, which are the fruit of what? Which are the fruit of carnivorous food transmitted in birth. Yeah, chewing on animals, you transmit that into the bloodstream, and guess what? Your child comes out with those same type of poisons in their blood. That's it right there. That strife, aiding and abetting in war conflict, aiding and abetting in war or conflict are the fruit of meat eating, animal chewing. Y'all see that? I ain't made that up. He said right there, that's darkness. That's of Satan. To engage in strife or to aid and abet conflicts, all right, which are the fruit of carnivorous flesh food transmitted in birth. Yeah, so a lot of the wars and the conflicts have everything to do with what you put in your mouth, what you throwing down that death trap, that throat.